works when you soothe it to a lower arousal level. For me, that's my story. I can't tell when like it's screaming in my head. It,
Yeah.
I mean, I know the answer is back off regardless, but it could be still that I'm nervous because I'm going to give a big talk in front of a bunch of people, and everybody gets nervous before that kind of thing. And it doesn't necessarily say that you suck at it. It just says that you believe that you can't, you know? And then you dig a little deeper and go, is that true? Is that really true that I suck at that? Because probably not. And of course, my performance is always a variable based on my attitude and my emotions. And so the outcome will be a self-fulfilling prophecy either way. You are what
Um,
you think. And more importantly, I think it's you are what you feel. That's what you're emanating as a message to the universe that you want more of that, including terror, self-terrorizing. And we find ourselves, in that in that trap that we set for ourselves. But I do find that things that have a very tangible physical risk are a little easier to discern, right? Because the crowd, when you're giving a public talk or something, isn't really going to throw rotten apples at you. You know, they're not going to hate you for fumbling over some words because you're nervous. Um, they'll forgive you because they know that it's scary to stand up there. And you start sorting through that stuff and go, well, what is the worst case scenario here? And once you've clarified that one, I think it's also valuable to say, well, how likely is that, right? And then that likelihood has to be reanalyzed again in terms of your leverage over that probability, right? Because I mean, if somebody that doesn't know how to skydive jumps out of an airplane, oh, yeah, they're probably in big trouble. But somebody that's good at it, it's not a high probability of failure. It's actually, more likely than not, you're going to land exactly where you wanted into the wind with a beautiful flare and a smile on your face. Uh, and if you're getting into something that it's over your head in terms of your skill set, that feeling could be a warning that you're in trouble. It's an ongoing process, to clarify in a multi-stage process. For me, that seems to be true, that it's not just one. If I just go with like yes or no binary with all my decisions in high risk situations, I'm not a complex model, that allows me to adapt and figure things out and reacquire a new attitude in the midst of that fear, an attitude that could uplift me into a state of empowerment that I go, yeah, wait a minute, I know what I'm doing. That's right. I kind of forgot for a moment, when I was breathing poorly, when I was freaking out a little bit, because I'm jumping a new parachute into a new place with new people, new planes, although you add those things up and go, oh, yeah, okay. They seem like it's a big deal, and I'm adding up the variables in my mind and creating a mountain of worry. However, is it really that different? You know, you just got to keep questioning, I think. Questioning the validity of the fear and the leverage that you have over it.